Welcome to the Friday morning ramble. It's a bit of a special day today, but we'll come on to that later on. So just to locate you and just to introduce that I am not alone today. I have...
Bonjour tout le monde.
I have Monsieur Jones or Jean-Marc with me. So just to locate you here, you can tell we're in the shade actually. So this is quite a shady vineyard. We're on the flat. We're actually in Jean-Marc's vineyard. So this is my husband's vineyard this morning. So over in that direction is Narbonne, behind those mountains. If we pan round, now we can see a bit of a vine. And here we can see this is the Tuchan mountain that rises to 900 meters in the background. So the Tuchan mountain in the background here. And behind that is Carcassonne direction. So we're in a vineyard that's facing west here. I don't think we've been in a west-facing vineyard before. How exciting. And over here, this is the direction of Maury and the Roussillon. So can you just see there's a tiny bit of snow left on the Canigou. The Canigou is the foothills of the mountain, of the Pyrenees mountains. Tiny bit of snow left. Probably next week they're announcing rain. That is not good news. So make the most of these views today. Next week it might not be the same. And then if we pan round here, more vines. Start looking at the vines. We're going to have guess the vines in a minute. Here is a little mountain, and the mountain is called
Pêche Abel.
Pêche Abel. So here is a local name, Pêche Abel, and that's what we call this vineyard. It's called Pêche Abel. Yeah. Is that like French or is that local? So it's Occitan name. Pêche is a peak. So Pêche Abel, and that's the name of the vineyard. Okay, we've got to hurry today because we've got something special at the end. So shall we have a look in your vineyard? Can we look in your vineyard, Jean-Marc?
Yes, we can.
Yes, okay. Let's not say what the grape is. Let's have a look and see if people can see what it is. So, oh, somebody's got it already. Okay, I'm going to describe it and then confirm. So, okay, let's have a look. Oh, look at that lovely leaf. It's just looking really good, looking great.
In this vineyard, the soil is more fertile and c'est un sol argileux.
So the soil, which we're going to look at in a minute, is more fertile soil. Et donc, tu as plus de végétation.
Il y a plus de végétation, oui.
So it's fertile soil, so we've got lots of vegetation. Look at this. You see all this? Okay, back to the leaf, la feuille. Come on, Jean-Marc. Here we are. So if we describe this, it's between, for me, I'd say it's between the Carignan and the Grenache. So it's quite round, if you flatten it. It's slightly indented. We've got a bigger one here. And it's sort of between, oh, on the back already, tiny hair. Ooh, that looks, that tiny hairs on the back. Oops. That's gone. So, yeah, everybody's getting this. It's SYRAH. So today we're in one of Jean-Marc's SYRAH vineyards. Yeah.
Et les grappes, là, on est sur la fin de la fleur.
So let's have a look at the grapes. So this is further advanced than the other vineyards we've seen, but here are the grapes. So this is a bunch of SYRAH grapes in the making.
Là, on voit que c'est la fin de la fleur. On voit encore quelques étamines.
So this is the end of the flower, and we can still see some, I think they're stamens, is the word.
Là, on voit les capuchons floraux, c'est-à-dire que la...
And if you look carefully, you can see the sort of flower lids, the caps. Oh, hold it, tiens-le un peu. So on Jean-Marc's really clean hands, you can see a flower cap. So that comes off. Après ça, ça s'en va.
On le voit sur le grain. Après, ça
so you
tombe.
can see it there, and then that falls off, okay, and then... Et derrière, il a le grain.
Et le grain se développe.
And there you can see behind, once that flower cap, petal cap has fallen off, that's the petals going. Jean-Marc's just shaking to get the petals off. And then those little pea, like really tiny pea shape, they're actually the berries. But it's still too early. C'est trop tôt pour savoir si, and let's get the word right. Is there any coulure?
Non, là maintenant... Là, sur la SYRAH, il n'y a pas de coulure normalement, ou très peu. et on voit que les grains commencent à se développer.
Okay, so this is different to the Grenache. The Grenache yesterday is really susceptible to poor fruit set, which we all know how to pronounce is coulure. But the Syrah already, he says, no, this is the fruit set's good, it's happened, and it's not as susceptible. So this is looking good. Okay.
On voit que ça se développe.
Oh, look more here. Can you see these?
On voit que les grains se développent. Donc là, c'est...
So there you can see the grains developing here already. So that's like finished, we're happy. It's been fertilised and the grapes are there and they're going to now grow into lovely bunches here. Okay, shall we look at the soil? So this is, more stone. Well, it's not more stony actually. It's sort of, this is broken up clay.
Là, j'ai labouré il y a 2 jours.
Because he ploughed 2 days ago. So it's sort of more clayey. Here, there are some stones, and that's what we wanted to show you, what we actually find in this vineyard. So if we keep, là on va chercher ce qu'on cherche là, on va, so we're just looking for something. Now let's see, oh there's sort of something there. Can you see? Can you see that? So there's a slight fossil. Jean-Marc's let it slip earlier on. So there's a fossil, do you see this? This is a mussel. So let's see if we can get some more. Can you see any more, Jean-Marc? Oh, okay. So
ça c'est une moule.
Okay, hold it. Tu le tiens, voilà, in the sun un peu. So can you see this? So this is actually a mussel. Yeah, I didn't need my glasses. Thanks, Nikki. I've got them on now. So that's a mussel. You see that? That's a mussel. A fossil of a mussel. Et d'autres choses?
D'autres choses, oui, je veux bien.
Là?
Là, on voit une coquille.
So can you see that? That's actually, you can see the shape of the shell here. Pick this one up. And that's, et pourquoi il y a des fossiles ici, Jean-Marc?
En fait, autrefois, avant que je sois né, il y avait la mer donc, qui arrivait et les montagnes se sont formées après. La mer s'est retirée, les montagnes se sont formées après et on a pas mal de fossiles marins. Okay,
so before, this used to be the seabed. So before the mountains came up, this was the sea. So the sea actually came right up to here. And this was the seabed, and that's why now in this vineyard in particular, and I don't think we have it in any other vineyard, not as many anyway, we actually have fossils. So when Jean-Marc comes, it's more difficult to see when you've just ploughed. Oh, that's another one. See, it literally is this easy to find them in this section. Another mussel that he's found, and there you can see again. It is cool, isn't it? I love it. Somebody's getting hungry at the sun. Il veut manger des moules, Jean-Marc. Oh, they're getting hungry. Is this another one? Or?
Ça c'est moins évident, mais là on voit une...
Tiens-le, ouais. So that's, you can see where perhaps a coquille Saint-Jacques. Ouais. So this is a coquille Saint-Jacques.
Plateau de feux de mer aujourd'hui.
So we've got the seafood platter this morning in Jean-Marc's vineyard here. Because I can see somebody waiting for us down at the end of the row, so we're going to carry on. Y a Ramke qui te demande ce que tu utilises comme engrais, si tu en utilises.
Yeah. Ouais, là j'utilise des engrais, ce sont des engrais organiques uniquement.
So it's just organic fertilizer.
Plus de 20 ans, ce sont des composts organiques.
And he's been using them for more than 20 years. Yeah. And it's organic compost basically, so it's vegetal matter. And here we come down here. And look at the soil, it's just lovely, and the view. And so let's have a look. Any more questions here? Good one here. Il y a Lisa qui te demande si tu es arrivé à arrêter le mildiou dans tes vignes, les autres vignes.
On peut regarder. Cette année, je trouve qu'on a bien protégé les vignes.
So this year we find that he's happy with all the protection that he put on the vines, the organic protection.
Ouais, on a mis des stimulateurs de défense naturelle.
And we put in some fruit pectins to stimulate the natural defense of the vine. And we think that's happened. So to answer, donc est-ce que tu as réussi à arrêter le mildiou? Yeah. So Lisa, yeah, he did manage to prevent
On
it.
a très très peu. Pour le moment, on en a très très peu.
So for the moment, we've got very little. Are you worried about the weather next week because it's going to rain again? Ça t'inquiète la météo de la semaine prochaine?
No less than a few weeks before.
So less worried than a while ago because we feel we have got it under control. Question here from Joe. Who says, how old are the vines in this vineyard?
Ça, c'est une des premières SYRAH que j'ai plantées, donc il y a à peu près 30 ans.
So about 30 years old, Joe. This is one of the first vineyards that Jean-Marc planted, so about 30 years old. And he makes a single variety SYRAH wine.
Une des particularités de cette vigne, c'est qu'elle est sur des sols argileux et un peu plus à l'ombre que les autres.
So
Elle donne des vins assez fruités.
The particularity of this vineyard, as you can see, it's quite shady, so it's not quite as hot as the other vineyards, and that means that it gives a lovely fruity, it's a more fruit-driven style of wine. Et t'as quelqu'un qui demande qu'est-ce que les coquilles apportent à la terre et au vin.
Les coquilles, je pense rien.
So there we go, Brad. He thinks that the shells don't actually bring anything to the wine.
C'est le type de sol argileux.
But it's a type of soil which is clay and limestone. Et les fossiles, c'est dans le calcaire.
Ça peut être, oui, mais oui, majoritairement. Mais on en retrouve des fossiles sur le montage.
But you even get these sea fossils, so mussels. You get mussels,
Des coquillages.
or mussels or seashells. You actually find mussels up there on top of the Montoche. So at one time, the Toche Mountain was actually the seabed as well before it was raised up. So fascinating. Okay, thanks for those questions. And we need to, time is marching on. And so I just wanted to let you know, Mum and Dad are here and it's my dad's birthday today. So happy birthday, Dad. Who have we got here? Roger.
Bonjour Cathy.
Bonjour Roger.
Bonjour Cathy, bonjour Jean-Marc.
Ça va?
Ça va très bien, merci.
Ça va. Tu nous as apporté un truc, mais peut-être tu as quelque chose à dire avant, non?
Non.
Ah bon. Ah bon.
Bob est en ligne.
Oui, il est là. Dad, he didn't know you were there. So.
Alors, bon anniversaire et bonne santé à tous les deux.
Voilà. Merci, Roger. Happy birthday, Dad, from Roger, and good health to you. Right, and we've got a little more surprise for you, Dad. We've been to the baker's in Tuchan, and we've bought a croissant. And these croissants, and we've put it on the tea towel from Ashby de la Zouge. There you go, Dad. Doesn't that look delicious? These are absolutely mega croissants. If you get that into perspective, I put it behind my hand. You can't see my hand. So mega croissant from Tuchan that Dad, we're going to eat for you, but we'll be thinking of you on your birthday. And we've got some coffee. But Roger, viens montrer ton. Look at this. Can you see that? So.
Ça, ce sont des fossiles que j'ai réunis sur cette plaque de verre là. Pour en faire un présentoir que je mets, qui est chez nous au salon, que tu connais.
I know this. So Roger's a bit of an artist. So Roger made this, and these are actually the fossils that came from the vineyard, and he's cleaned them up and put them on a bit of glass, and this sits on his mantelpiece, and it's actually c'est une grappe de raisins.
Oui, c'est mon côté artiste, ça.
So it's his artistic bent here, and it's actually a bunch of grapes. Can you see that? Isn't that lovely? So cool, c'est super. Et,
ça, c'est des fossiles que j'ai ramassés au cours de l'année.
Okay, so just to finish with today, these are. Tu veux nous montrer, Roger?
Oui. Bon. Non, mais tu sais, c'est tout mélangé.
So,
je sais pas,
he basically got his box out of fossils.
Ça, c'est
but these are.
C'est ces fossiles, je m'en suis servi.
Oh, look at that one. They're all fossils. Tout ça, tu as trouvé à la vigne ici?
Oui, à la vigne, oui.
So
du côté du château.
So these are all fossils that he's found in the vineyards, mainly below, belemnites they are, below the castle, when he's been out working. So there are belemites in there. Just like amazing, yeah, they're fossils. Oh, what's that? That's not a fossil, is it?
J'ai trouvé ça tu rappelles, dans la ruine que tu avais.
C'est
une amphore.
Un fond d'amphore.
That's the bottom of an amphora. That could be. We could look at that. Another the Roman remains.
Juste à côté. just near. Parce qu'il y avait une villa romaine juste à côté.
So there was a Roman villa just next door as well. So that's the Roman villa. What else? Let's finish on. Tu trouves
Oh, c'est des petits trucs aussi.
un de plus pour
Oh,
montrer?
c'est tout petit ça.
Let's have a look at the
Oui.
tout petit.
Ça j'ai fait, tu vois, j'ai fait le chose avec ce sont des petits fossiles. Maintenant moi, je suis pas spécialiste, je connais pas leur nom ni rien.
Yeah, and the croissants look like seashells too. And that's the little there. And then so, and peut-être un coquille Saint-Jacques pour terminer. So we'll finish on a coquille Saint-Jacques, a scallop. Look at that, amazing. Et de l'autre côté, c'est it's like could almost open it up. On pourra l'ouvrir et le manger, non?
Ah oui,
Ça sera peut-être un peu sec.
Might be a bit dry.
pour digérer, tu auras du mal.
A bit hard to digest, says Roger. So there we are. This was our Friday ramble. Thanks very much for joining us. As said, a special one for my dad for his birthday today. And happy birthday, Dad. I'll phone you later.
Bon
Jean-Marc.
anniversaire, Bob.
Et moi aussi, de nouveau.
So happy birthday from all of us. Those of you who've just joined, I see that some of you have just joined. Don't worry, it's going to be on IGTV now and then it will be on YouTube in a week or so. So if you've missed it, don't worry, you can still catch up. And I'm going to leave you with a lovely focus on these wonderful croissants, Dad, that we are now going to eat in your honour with a cup of coffee. Bye everybody and see you on Monday. It's a bank holiday here on Monday, but we're going to be here same time but a different vine. Thanks everybody. Bye.